I am COSCAEdtech Respecia. I am going to teach you about figure of speech. So in this lesson, you will be able to first define figure of speech. Second is differentiate the type of figure of speech. And third is give example in each type. And the last one is identify the figure of speech in a given situation. So what is figure of speech? Figure of speech, it is a figurative language in the form of single word or phrase. It adds colors to the language and used by some writers to stylize their work or writings. Now, we are going to learn the different type of figure of speech which are commonly used. So, figure of speech is divided into different categories, and these are first, resemblance, the second is contrast, the third is construction, and the last one is association. Figure of speech and the resemblance are simile, metaphor, personification, and apostrophe. So, what is simile? Simile means likeness. It is a direct expression of the similarities between two different objects or events. The example of simile is, Ria walks like a turtle. Here in this sentence, Ria is being compared to a turtle. The second one is metaphor. So what is metaphor? Metaphor is comparing two things without using the word like or as. So example is, his voice is music to my ears. So the two things that is being compared here is the voice and music. So the third one is personification. Personification gives human characteristics to inanimate objects, animals, or ideas. So example of personification is, the leaves are dancing. And the last figure of speech that is under resemblance is apostrophe. So apostrophe is a type of personification. It is a direct address to the dead, to the absent, or to an inanimate object or event. So example of apostrophe is, my dear Sam, if only you were alive. And the next category of figure of speech is contrast. Under contrast are antithesis, oxymoron, epigram, pun, and paradox. So what is antithesis? Antithesis means opposite and is used as a literary device to put two contrasting ideas together. So example of antithesis is, money is the root of all evils, poverty is the fruit of all goodness. So the two contrasting ideas here is money and poverty, evils and goodness. The second one is oxymoron. So oxymoron is a special type of antithesis. It is a figure of speech in which two opposite ideas are joined to create an effect. So example of oxymoron is, I find no peace and all my war is done. The two opposite ideas that are being joined here are peace and war. The third figure of speech under contrast is epigram. So it is a brief, interesting, memorable, and sometimes surprising statement. Example is, blessed are the peacemakers. So this example is very brief yet interesting and memorable statement. And the next is pun. Pun is a joke that makes a play on words. So example of this is, a bicycle can't stand on its own because it is too tired. And the last one is paradox. So paradox is a statement that appears to contradict itself. However, it provides valuable or fresh insight into an idea or concept by seeing the use of contradiction. So example is, you can save money by spending it. So the third category of figure of speech is construction. Under construction are climax and anticlimax. So what is climax? Climax is a figure of speech in which words or phrases are arranged in order of increasing importance. So example is, he sacrificed his business, his home, his honor for political gain. So here the increasing importance because this honor is the most important, then the next is home, and the last one is business. Last one is anticlimax. So anticlimax is the opposite of climax. It means it is in decreasing order of importance. So example is he lost his wife, his child, his household goods, and his dog at one fell swoop. So the most important is the wife, then the second one is child, then household goods, and the last one is the dog. So now we are going to the last category of figure of speech, which is association. Under this is metonymy, synecdoche, and hyperbole. So let us first define what is metonymy. So metonymy is a figure of speech in which an attribute or quality associated with an object or person is used to replace the object itself. So example is the kettle is boiling. The second one is synecdoche. Synecdoche is quite similar to a metonymy. It is a part is used to designate the whole, or the whole is designated a part. Example is, he got his fingers in every business deal in town. And the last one is hyperbole. It is an exaggerated or extravagant statement. It is used for emphasis by making an overstatement. So example is, I am so hungry, I could eat a horse. Once again, this is COSCAEdtech Respecia. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye!
Me, 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 only me, 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 sexy me.